Welcome back to Get Married, Stay Married, where we unlock our relationships to build better marriages. And today I am getting straight into it. And that is right as what I said on the title, on the thumbnail, is that marriages come first, always. Hands down, no questions. My relationship with my wife has to come first. And the reason why I come at it at this such aggressive mindset is partly from the fear of seemingly good marriages that raise great kids. After 20 years of marriage, they end up getting divorced. And that's happened a few times in my small community of seemingly good marriages breaking up. And part of the reason for that is not putting each other first and putting our children first in a lot of cases and living our lives through them, whether it's the activities that they're doing or into their relationships or their school. We're putting all this extra activity into all these surrounding things about our kids. And I'm seeing that as losing parts of ourselves and parts of our relationship with our spouse. A lot of times it seems like we're waiting till our kids are old enough to get our lives back. And while there is definitely a component of that, I have very small kids, and it is quite difficult. But even still, kids come second. This is Ethan on top, followed by Joshua and Alexander. And even though they are so cute and so little and completely dependent on us at this point, Sarah and I are still making efforts to meet each other and love each other first. And that happened right at day one. We had our first date, and I said, I will never leave you or forsake you. And that was, probably not what I would say is advice for other people to do. But it was something that Sarah needed to hear. She had a boyfriend before that didn't know if she was the one. They dated for quite a while and took a break, still didn't know when they came back from the break. And there's something in that statement that is normally when people get married, they kind of lock it in. I locked it in right away, saying, you know what? You're the right one for me. And then I backed it back a little bit and saying, you know what? You can break up with me if you need to, but I'm in this for the long haul. And that's something that I'm continuing to do. I'm continuing to say that I will never leave you nor forsake you. I'm in it for the long haul. I'm in it to be committed to you and to love you as best as I can. And that involves, learning new skills and building my marriage. And that's why I wanted to combine this idea and this passion of starting a YouTube channel with marriage. That's why I wanted to tie them together, so that marriage still is coming first. Even though I'm doing this endeavor to make videos, marriage is still coming first. And that is just the most important thing. And it's something that I want to encourage you who are married is to continue to put your spouse first. Whether it's kid number 3, kid number 4, find time for each other and find how you can best love your spouse. For me, a lot of the time I thought a hug. Getting in her area, being within her proximity while she's doing stuff. Well, no, that's not really helpful for her. She'd rather have me serve her in different areas, whether it's cleaning up different things or fixing things is what I did today. But that's something that we just have to keep in our minds, that marriage comes first, even if your kids are this cute.
Too much, baby? Oh.
Yeah, so I want to encourage you guys. I know that the lockdown has enabled us to be with our spouse more than ever, and that could have been a great thing for a bunch of you, and it could have been a really tough thing where it has been difficult to be together all the time. But it's different to be together than to be striving to love one another and serve one another. And that's what I want to encourage you guys to do. Serve your spouse, serve them to the best of your abilities, and ask them, how is the best way that I can serve you? You can also listen to what they're nagging you about. That is a good indication of maybe you should get on that. I know that that's been something that's happened for me. And just find ways to love each other. And with that, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. Lets me know that someone's watching this. Also, comment down below. I answer any comments and would love to hear from you. Love hearing from, real friends as well as my YouTube friends. I'd love to have more and more YouTube friends that we can encourage each other to build our marriages and make them last till death do us part. Let's keep our vows and let's aim for that very high goal of reaching the end of our lives together with our spouse. Or, as my wish, to die before my spouse, because I don't want to live without her. See you in the next one, guys.